Hey everyone, it's Chris from Stuff His Dreams Are Made On, and I decided to do a vlog this week for bad bloggers because I haven't done one in a long time, and Eva from A Striped Armchair said that she wanted to see a vlog too for my next bad bloggers post. So I did not get that big box of books in from book closeouts yet, but I do have 8 books to talk about this week, so I thought I would talk about them. So this is what's come into the house most recently. First is London Triptych by Jonathan Kemp. I'm about halfway through this one right now with a lovely London bookmark that Nancy the Book Fool sent me after her recent London trip. Um, this one is up for the Green Carnation Prize right now, which is a new gay fiction prize that has just started this year. It's in its first year, and this is on the short list. I wanted to read them all, but I'm guessing this is the only one that I'm going to get read because the prize is announced in December. So, um, it's good so far. I don't know what I think about it really. It's set. It takes place during 3 different time periods. In the late 19th century, Oscar Wilde is one of the main characters in here. And then in like the mid 20th century, around 1950s, mid 1950s, and then around the late 1990s, there's another character, and there's a lot of graphic sex in here. I don't know, if you're not a fan of, not if you're not a fan, but if you're offended by graphic sex, this probably is not a book for you. And it kind of follows, it's people who are, I guess, whore themselves out in some way or another is kind of the theme of it. But anyway, I'll have a full review when I'm done. I have like another half of the book left to read. So this one is The Bookshop by Penelope Fitzgerald, and Anna is getting a point for this. Anna from Things Mean a Lot, of course, or Nymeth. I'll never get that right, Anna. But and she actually has not even reviewed this book or talked about it yet, but she's still getting a point for it because I was stalking her on Library Thing and saw that she got this book, and I went and read about it, and it sounded good, and it's a short little book, and it's about a little bookshop, and it sounds like it has ghosts and dusty bookshops and books piled all over the place, and it just sounds like a fun little book, so I had to get it. This one is Farm City, The Education of an Urban Farmer by Novella Carpenter. Just looked really good. I got it from Paperback Swaps Marketplace, where you can buy books for really, really cheap. It's like $2.99 plus 1 paperback swap credit or something like that. But it's exactly what it sounds like. It's urban farming, and just, this woman who farmed in the city, which is what I like to do too. So it should be interesting. It kind of reminds me of like an Animal Vegetable Miracle type book. So sounds really cool. Don't know when I'll get to it, but I'll let you know all about it when I do. This one is The Journal of Dora Damage by Belinda Starling. And the dear Andy over at Estella's Revenge gets a point for this one because she talked about this. I forgot what it was called, but it was when people were talking about books that don't get a lot of attention. And this was the one that she talked about, and it sounded really, really good. And this was another one that was on Paperback Swaps Marketplace. So I got this one for really cheap too. It was like $2.99 plus paperback swap credit. It's kind of a chunkster, but I haven't read a chunkster in a long time, so that might be good. This was one I have no idea what this is about. It's called Grief. It's by Andrew Halloran. It's the winner of the 2007 Stonewall Award for Literature, but I don't remember what it's about, but it sounded really good, and that cover's just really cool. I like dark, sad, depressing books, and if it's called Grief and the cover looks like that, you can bet it's dark, sad, and depressing. So, yeah, got that one. And I'm down to 3 books already. Okay, this is a special little book, and you can't buy this one. But Amanda, y'all all know Amanda over at the Zen Leaf. She wrote this book, Matchmakers Incorporated, a while ago, and this book is not published. This is something that she put together herself and sent out to a couple of us, and I was lucky enough to get one. This is her book, Matchmakers Incorporated, and it's kind of her little baby. There she is, Amanda Janak, down at the bottom, and I even have it all signed to me. Hope you enjoy, Amanda. So I'm I actually read the first like 5 pages as soon as it came in the mail to me, and I was hooked like right away. But I had to go to work, so I didn't get a chance to get any further into it. But I can definitely see myself getting lost in this one. It looks really, really good, and I really hope that one day she gets her break and that everybody can have access to her books because she really deserves it. But yep, I own my first Amanda Janak book, so hopefully everyone else can too one day. This one, here's a lesson in society for you. This is David Friedman's A Mind of Its Own, A Cultural History of the Penis. And the way that I found this book was I went on Amazon and did a search for a book by Irvin Yalom's wife, Marilyn Yalom, I think her name is, called A History of the Breast, which sounded really good. I found out about it, and it's just a history of, the breast throughout times and how it's, been portrayed throughout culture and everything. And that book came up, but Amazon suggested, hey, if you like that book, why don't you buy this book all about the penis? And I did not actually buy the book from Amazon when I was searching for the book about the breast, but it did sound like an interesting book. It's just all kinds of, it almost looks like a Mary Roach type book. And I added it to my paperback swap wish list, and it came up finally, and I got it. And it just looks like a really cool book, so I shall learn all about the penis, and I shall pass my knowledge on to you in just a few short weeks. And finally, I read this one already. Was so excited to get this one. And Darren over at Bart's Bookshelf is getting a point for this one. I was going to buy this one anyway, but Darren made me buy it sooner. It is Green Witch by Alice Hoffman. Love the cover. I love the cover of this one. Love the cover of Green Angel too, which was the book before this one, and the illustration on the back is really awesome too. Just takes us further in the life of Green. I really can't talk much about it if you haven't read Green Angel first, so I'm not going to talk much about it right now, but I am going to write a review on it and talk about it a little bit more. But if you've read Green Angel, it flows nicely. Green Witch, flows nicely from that book, and just gives you a little bit more history on what happened before the events of Green Angel, and takes you a little bit further in the life of Green and some of the other characters that were in that book. So that's it. That's all I have. 8 books. That's enough. I don't need any more than that. Or was it 9? I lost track. And that's everybody who gets their points. And I'll just write a little bit down underneath the vlog. And I'll see y'all again in a couple weeks. So talk to everyone later. Bye.